Welcome to Dr. Alicia's MedTalks, your trusted space for insightful, science-backed health information. Today's discussion centers on a crucial topic affecting millions of individuals worldwide, especially those over 50, sarcopenia, the progressive decline in skeletal muscle mass and strength that naturally accompanies aging. This condition doesn't just impact physical appearance, it affects one's overall functionality, independence, and long-term well-being. While sarcopenia is most common in older adults, it can also arise in younger individuals following illness, prolonged inactivity, or poor nutrition. But the good news is that muscle loss isn't irreversible. In fact, with the right nutritional strategies, supported by targeted exercise, it's possible not only to prevent further decline but also to rebuild and maintain strong muscles well into your later years. Let's first understand sarcopenia. The term comes from Greek sarx, meaning flesh, and penia, meaning loss, literally translating to loss of flesh. Its symptoms include declining strength, difficulty with everyday tasks such as lifting groceries or climbing stairs, slower walking speed, unintentional weight loss, and balance issues. These signs are red flags, and anyone experiencing them should consult a healthcare provider for proper assessment. However, as important as exercise is in addressing sarcopenia, nutrition plays an equally vital role. The body needs the right nutrients to generate and maintain muscle tissue, and as we age, we become less efficient at utilizing protein, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. This inefficiency means older adults actually require more protein than younger people to preserve muscle mass. Current guidelines suggest that individuals over 65 should aim for approximately 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For someone weighing around 70 kilograms or 154 pounds, this translates to about 70 to 84 grams of high-quality protein daily. Not all protein sources are equal, however. Complete proteins, which contain all 9 essential amino acids, are most effective, with leucine being the standout amino acid for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Top protein sources include lean meats like chicken and turkey, seafood such as salmon and tuna, eggs, dairy products like Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, and plant-based proteins like soy, tofu, tempeh, legumes, and edamame. To enhance protein intake, consider spreading it across all meals. For instance, adding egg whites to your breakfast, incorporating tuna into lunch, and including grilled chicken or tofu at dinner ensures a steady supply of leucine and other essential amino acids throughout the day. If obtaining adequate protein from food is a challenge, especially in cases of low appetite or dietary restrictions, a protein supplement, such as whey or plant-based powders, might be useful, though always consult a healthcare professional before beginning supplementation. Beyond protein, omega-3 fatty acids are key allies in the fight against muscle loss. These anti-inflammatory nutrients, particularly EPA and DHA, support muscle health by reducing inflammation and enhancing the muscle-building effects of protein. Omega-3s are found abundantly in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, as well as in flax seeds, walnuts, chia seeds, algae, and seaweed. Try to include fatty fish in your meals at least twice a week or consider an omega-3 supplement if fish isn't part of your diet. Another critical nutrient is vitamin D, which plays a central role in muscle function and strength. Its receptors are located in muscle tissue, and deficiency has been linked to muscle weakness, balance issues, and a higher risk of falls. Since natural vitamin D synthesis through sunlight decreases with age, and because food sources alone, like fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified milk and cereals, or UV-exposed mushrooms, may not provide enough, many older adults require supplementation. Again, it's important to determine the proper dosage with your doctor based on your blood levels. To counteract the muscle damage caused by oxidative stress, antioxidants are essential. These compounds neutralize free radicals that can degrade muscle tissue over time. Eating a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables, essentially eating the rainbow, provides a wide range of antioxidants. Include leafy greens like spinach and kale, orange and yellow veggies such as bell peppers and sweet potatoes, red and purple produce like tomatoes, beets, berries, and eggplant, and white veggies like cauliflower and garlic. Berries in particular, such as blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries, stand out not only for their antioxidant content but also for their ability to improve blood flow and reduce inflammation in muscle tissues. Electrolytes, especially magnesium and potassium, are indispensable for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. Magnesium can be found in dark chocolate, avocados, nuts like almonds and pumpkin seeds, legumes, and leafy greens. Potassium-rich foods include bananas, sweet potatoes, watermelon, coconut water, beans, and lentils. These minerals help reduce muscle cramps, enhance recovery, and maintain optimal muscular function. Another underappreciated nutrient is creatine, a naturally occurring compound in muscle tissue that supports high-intensity energy bursts and has been proven to increase strength and muscle mass, particularly in older adults. While it's commonly known as a supplement, creatine is also present in foods like red meat, pork, poultry, and fish, especially salmon, herring, and tuna. However, vegetarians and those with low meat intake may benefit from supplementation after medical consultation. Let's not forget vitamin C, which plays an essential role in the synthesis of collagen, a structural component of muscle and connective tissue. Its antioxidant properties also support recovery and reduce damage from oxidative stress. Excellent food sources of vitamin C include citrus fruits, bell peppers, strawberries, kiwi, broccoli, tomatoes, and Brussels sprouts. Bonus tip: consuming vitamin C-rich foods with iron-containing meals helps increase iron absorption, important for energy and muscle health. Speaking of bone-muscle connections, calcium is vital not only for strong bones but also for muscle contraction. Without enough calcium, muscle coordination and strength decline. Good sources include dairy products, fortified plant-based milks like almond, soy, and oat, leafy greens such as kale and bok choy, sardines and canned salmon with bones, sesame seeds, and tofu made with calcium sulfate. Aim for 3 to 4 servings daily, and remember, vitamin D is required for proper calcium absorption. Now that we've covered essential nutrients, how can you structure your daily meals to include them? Meal timing and nutrient distribution matter just as much as total intake. Try not to consume all your protein at dinner. Instead, distribute it evenly across breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For example, breakfast: a smoothie with whey or plant protein, berries, spinach, and almond milk, or Greek yogurt topped with walnuts and fruit, or an omelette with vegetables and whole grain toast. Lunch: grilled chicken salad with mixed greens and avocado, or salmon with quinoa and roasted vegetables, or a lentil soup paired with whole grain bread and a cheese slice. Dinner: baked fish with sweet potatoes and steamed broccoli, or a turkey stir-fry with brown rice and vegetables, or a hearty bean chili with a dollop of Greek yogurt. Snacks: cottage cheese with fruit, hard-boiled eggs, a handful of mixed nuts, or tuna on whole grain crackers. Don't underestimate the role of hydration either. Water is crucial for delivering nutrients to muscles, eliminating waste, and supporting performance during physical activity. Even slight dehydration can hinder recovery and performance. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water daily, and more if you're active or in a hot environment. Herbal teas and water-rich fruits like watermelon, cucumbers, and oranges also support hydration. Just as some foods support muscle health, others can hinder it. It's wise to limit highly processed foods, added sugars, alcohol, trans fats, and very low-calorie diets that don't supply enough energy to sustain muscle mass. These can increase inflammation and accelerate muscle breakdown. While you don't need to eliminate all indulgences, moderation is key, particularly with inflammatory or nutrient-poor items. While nutrition forms the foundation, pairing it with exercise, especially resistance training, is the gold standard for treating sarcopenia. The most effective approach includes strength training 2 to 3 times per week, balance-enhancing exercises to reduce fall risk, moderate aerobic activity, and functional movements that simulate daily tasks. Post-workout nutrition, especially protein consumed within 30 to 60 minutes after exercising, helps maximize muscle repair and growth. In some cases, supplements may be necessary, particularly for individuals with limited dietary intake or higher needs. These include high-quality protein powders, whey or plant-based, omega-3s, vitamin D, creatine, and amino acids like leucine or BCAAs. Always check with a healthcare provider before beginning supplementation, especially if you're taking medications or have chronic conditions. For individuals in very advanced age, 85 plus, or those with severe muscle loss, additional strategies may be required. This might involve smaller, more frequent meals, nutrient-dense, high-calorie options to prevent unintentional weight loss, and food texture modifications for those with chewing or swallowing challenges. Working with a registered dietitian, especially one specializing in geriatric care, can provide personalized guidance. Making these dietary adjustments doesn't have to be overwhelming. Small, consistent steps yield powerful results over time. Some simple but effective strategies include prepping protein-rich meals in advance, keeping healthy snacks handy, using a slow cooker for easy batch meals, and even exploring meal delivery services if cooking becomes challenging. These practices help ensure that you stay consistent, even on low-energy days. But how do you know your efforts are paying off? Positive signs include increased energy, improved daily functioning, better balance, strength gains, and a more stable or healthy body weight. If, after 2 to 3 months, no progress is evident, consider a follow-up with a dietitian to fine-tune your strategy. Real-life examples reinforce just how effective this approach can be. Martha, age 72, experienced noticeable muscle loss and had difficulty climbing stairs. After increasing her protein intake to 90 grams daily, eating fatty fish twice a week, and supplementing with vitamin D under her doctor's guidance, she regained the strength to resume gardening and social walks within 3 months. Robert, 68, lost substantial muscle mass during a hospital stay. By carefully reintroducing protein at every meal, emphasizing leucine-rich foods, and focusing on hydration, he regained his pre-hospital strength in just 6 months. In summary, sarcopenia isn't an unavoidable part of aging. With the right nutritional plan, proper exercise, and proactive strategies, you can maintain and even restore muscle strength at any stage of life. To recap, prioritize protein intake, 1 to 1.2 g per kg of body weight. Space it out across your meals. Include leucine-rich foods. Don't neglect vitamin D, omega-3s, calcium, and antioxidants, and stay well hydrated. Combine these habits with strength training and regular movement for optimal results. Thank you for joining me today on Dr. Alicia's MedTalks. If you found this episode helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below sharing your location and which tip you plan to try first. If you have further questions about sarcopenia or muscle health, let us know so we can cover them in future episodes. Until next time, here's to staying strong, vibrant, and healthy at every age.